She's going right there, eh? It's Danilo here from Danilo's Outdoors. Back up at the woodlot. I just come up here today. Gonna do a little bit of work on that fireplace, finish that up, and I think what I might do is come in here with the tractor and I gotta rip these trees right here out, right to that little trailer. Because once the ground hardens up, I want to haul my mill with a trailer and set it right in here in front of the shed. So I'm thinking I'm going to rip all these trees, and there's some stumps here. I think these boards, I'll throw those off to the side somewhere so I can burn them up. Probably rip that little spruce tree there out of there, and eventually that fir tree will come out. Because this is where I want to put my cargo trailer. I got a 31-foot cargo trailer that is way over there on the other side of the lake. And so once I have this all cleared out, and I'll put some gravel in here, and that way there I can have the cargo trailer just downhill of the mill, and that way there I can roll the logs right here on the mill deck. And then the mill, like I was saying before, the mill will roll right inside the mill head, and the deck will stay out here. I'm going to pour some concrete pads and set it on there for now. And the plan is that someday, if I want to, I can frame up above this deck and put a roof over it and a deck on either side that I can walk and mill. And then I'll have that cargo trailer on the other side, downhill, like I said. And if I have a bunch of wood, boards, anything like that that I want to store inside under cover, I can do that, put that in that shed, and also store a bunch of stuff. And it's kind of downhill from the lake, so it's kind of out of eye shot of the lake. It's kind of my own little spot right in here. Real close to my road. That's where the cabin site is up there. There's the kitchen, the travel trailer. There's my other little shack that I've been using to stay up here for a bit and to hunt out of. So normally I just hunt down looking down this road. Also, I got to throw some corduroy on this section. I never did anything here. And it's kind of weird, just past where you pass the gate, there's actually corduroy there, and that's actually water. And there's really no water right in here, so it's kind of weird. It is drying up. Last weekend it was really bad. It is starting to harden up, but I'll throw a couple skid logs right in the tracks, and then perpendicular to those at right angles I'll lay a bunch of logs. I have a bunch of logs that I got to clean up. I've been just throwing them around. I'm just going to throw them on top, and hopefully they squish down on top of that. And then up there, that's where the gravel pit is. I'll just bring some gravel down and kind of bury these logs, firm that up. Like I was saying, here's my pile of logs that have been sitting here for a bit. So I really like to get at that shortly, probably within a month or so. If around the 1st of June, I'll be here working on this. And like to get my concrete bases in, my sill logs. So this pile of hoses is going to head up to the food plot where my spring is, and then I can get that out of there. And all of these boards, that's a bunch of cedar boards that I was using to do the deck in the front of the outdoor kitchen. So I got to haul that out of there, clean that up. I'll set that where those hoses are. And I did a little short the other day. I don't know if anybody really seen it, but this is where the the fireplace pad is. So I dug down to bedrock. It was probably 3 to 4 feet, and then filled that whole thing up with rocks. Here's the bedrock right here. So this bedrock, I had a jackhammer that out, and it kind of tapers down, drops down and it actually continues down here. So that's all bedrock where I built this pad up. So I think at that corner there I probably raised it 6 feet, and it's all been compacted and filled in. And now like I was saying, I'm going to have 2 large sill logs, which are going to be black spruce, 22 feet long. They will be my bottom sills, and they'll be dovetailed, notched on each end. So I'll have 2, one on each side, in the front and the back, I guess, and 22 feet. And they're going to be on 10-inch thick by 2 feet by 2 feet pads, concrete pads. So I got my concrete mixer up here. I'm going to, I think I can get away with three on each sill, and then I'm going to have a girder beam in the middle, and I'll put 3, maybe 4. And so the pad will be right about here. The log will overhang 2 feet. So I'll have 3 pads in that 18-foot or 20-foot span. Yeah, whatever that works out to. And I'll see how that works out, or how it looks. I'll have the pads, or the boards, I'll have them all made up, the boxes, and set them in and square them all up and see how it looks. And then I got the concrete mixer, so bring the generator up and I'll mix some concrete. Like I said, I'll get rid of all this stuff here, clean this up so I can have some room. Get my 2 sill logs in, and then I got to make up some floor joists. So the sill logs will be approximately 20 inches deep and 7 inches wide, and then there'll be pockets cut in there so I can put my floor joists all the way across. And I'm not sure yet what I'm going to make. Probably like 4-inch wide and 8 to 10 inch deep floor joists. I think that's the plan, and I'm going to mill that out of black spruce. Anyhow, quick little update. Yeah, like I said, I had the boat in water, went for a little cruise. There's a bunch of those logs right there that I want to cut up, and I'm going to throw that on that road. Spot on the road, that wet spot. Got a casualty there, tree blew over, so I got to cut that up sometime. And then that's that causeway that I got made up for my Chinapa garden. It's doing pretty good. And once I clean up a lot of this stuff here, I'll just throw that out there and just keep working my way out. Nice day. I think it's almost 10 to 12 degrees Celsius. Yeah, so that's it for now. So if you could, like, share, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. That's the end there, eh?